Hello friends and welcome to Unacademy UPSC Current Affairs, and today in this series of current polity of today we will be discussing about a very important topic, parliamentary committees. You must have seen questions have been repeatedly asked in prelims and mains related to parliamentary committees. So we will be taking up this topic in detail in this series, in this lecture actually, and I am myself Joicy Joy who will be presenting this series. Okay, so let's get started. But before that, a little bit about the courses that we provide at Unacademy. And before we begin the session, I would like to wish you all a very happy new year. From my heart, wishing you all very blessed 2021. I hope all your dreams and all your hopes come true in this coming year. And I hope you find happiness and satisfaction and above all contentment in this new year. So wishing you all the very best for your preparation as well. Wishing you all the very good luck and good wishes in your civil service dream also. Let's crack it together with Unacademy. So let's get started. So these are the courses that Unacademy is providing. This is a 6-month crash course which will be available bilingual in Hindi and also in English. So this is a 6 months crash course aimed at 2021 prelims examination. Just 6 more months to go. The exam is scheduled on June 27th. Yes, June 27th. So 6 more months to go, and keeping that in mind, Unacademy has designed these courses for you, these crash courses for you. So these crash courses, in these courses, you will be getting 100% syllabus coverage for your prelims. The top educators would be handling the sessions and the prelims test series along with the analysis, and again the PDF study material. There will also be dedicated doubt clearing sessions and interview preparations. Just taking up the comments. Amit Yadav, hi, hello. Samin Rathod, hi Samin. Bhavik Batra, good evening. And Amit Yadav, after 2020, no, happy new year. No, let's be very optimistic. Let's hope that the next year is full of happiness and contentment, and see, happiness is self-made. So let's get started. Okay, so this is regarding the 1 year courses. So 1 year courses are also available bilingual in Hindi and also in English. And we also have long-term batches, that is for 2 years. So long-term batches are for 2 years. They are also available bilingual in Hindi and also in English. And this is regarding the combo offer Unacademy is providing, and this is the biggest offer of the year 2020. So this is a combo offer. You can go for the combo, that is GS plus optional combo. So GS plus optional. So GS, you can either choose your plus subscription or your iconic subscription, any of the GS courses, iconic batch or the plus batch. So the plus subscription plus the optionals, that is the first combo, and the second one is iconic plus the plus subscription. And this is a fee structure. For 12 months, it is 88,705. This is regarding plus and optional and iconic. And 24 months, it comes at 1,31,510, and 36 months subscription at 1,67,220. So these are the plus subscription plus optionals plus the iconic subscription, and you can use my code. It's by mistake. My code is Joicy10. So you can use my code Joicy10. So this is my code, and you will get an extra 10% discount on the courses that we provide. Next is the plus subscription and the optionals. So for 12 months it is 70,103, 24 months it's 99,680, and 36 months it is 1,21,200. So this is the fee for the subscriptions, and you can use my code, and that will give you an extra 10% offer. And this is regarding the iconic price rise. So iconic subscriptions, the prices will increase soon, so you can subscribe for the iconic courses very soon. So I'll just explain or briefly tell you what are the features available for your iconic subscription which are not available for the plus subscribers. So yeah, you will be getting a personal mentor and the mentor or the coach will be there to help you throughout your journey of civil services, and you will be getting access to mains test series plus the evaluation, customized study planner, study booster sessions, high intensity workshops, daily answer writing and daily content. So these are the features available for the iconic subscription. And to get any of these subscriptions, you can use my code. This is my referral code, Joicy10, Joicy10. You can use my referral code and you will get an extra 10% discount. And as we have already said, this is the biggest discount of 2020. So this is a combo offer. UPSC CSE GS plus subscription and optional comes at 70,153 instead of the earlier 77,000. UPSC CSE GS iconic subscription and the optional comes at 88,705 instead of the earlier 97,000. And the referral code, my referral code is Joicy10. You can use my referral code. You will get an extra 10% off. So let's first come to the current affair and then we will come to parliamentary committee. So let's see what is the current affair. So current affair is related to the state of Kerala, and the state of Kerala is in the news for many reasons these days. One was the special session of the Legislative Assembly. The governor rejected the special session of Legislative Assembly. That was one reason. Then a very popular news that has come up from Kerala these days is the youngest mayor of the country. For the Municipal Corporation of Trivandrum, we have the youngest mayor in the country. She is just 21 years, who is also a second year graduation student. So her name is Miss Arya Rajendran. So she is also from Kerala. She is elected as the mayor of Trivandrum Municipal Corporation. So for so many reasons, Kerala is in the news recently. So this news is also related to Kerala. The Finance Minister of Kerala, T.M. Thomas Isaac, recently appeared before the Privileges and Ethics Committee of the Legislative Assembly in connection with alleged leakage of CAG audit report. CAG is Comptroller and Auditor General. CAG audit report on the Kerala Infrastructure and Investment Board Fund. So the news is that the Finance Minister has appeared before the Privileges and Ethics Committee. Speaker P. Sri Ramakrishnan had referred a breach of privilege notice moved by the Congress legislator V.D. Satheeshan against the Finance Minister. Mr. Satheeshan, who is chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. So, Public Accounts Committee has moved a notice against Dr. Thomas Isaac stating that he had infringed on the rights of the House. It is the first time that a breach of privilege notice against a minister was referred to the Privileges and Ethics Committee for scrutiny by the Speaker in the state. So this is in the news. Now we have to see each and every concept that has come up in the news which is important for our examination. Like for example, we have to see various parliamentary committees. We have to see what is this Public Accounts Committee. We have to see what is meant by breach of privilege. So all these we have to learn in detail, which we will be doing now. So this is just the news. Now coming to the parliamentary committees. So parliamentary committees are very important for your UPSC. So parliamentary committees are committee which is appointed or elected by the House or nominated by the Speaker and which works under the direction of the Speaker and presents its report to the House or to the Speaker and the Secretariat. So what is a parliamentary committee? Parliamentary committee means a committee which is either elected by the House. So in two ways parliamentary committees can be formed. One is that the members of the House has to elect the committee, or it can also be nominated by the Speaker. The Speaker can either nominate or the members has to elect the committee. Now similarly, same like parliamentary committees works at the parliament. That is at the central level. Likewise, we also have committees at the state level, at the legislative level, at the state legislature or the legislative level of the states. And it can be either nominated by speaker or elected by the house, and the parliamentary committees works under the direction of the speaker. So who gives the direction to the committees? The speaker. So speaker gives directions, and this committee also presents its report to the house. So presents a report to the house and the speaker, or to the speaker and also to the secretariat. In independent India, the first Public Accounts Committee was constituted in 1950. We got independence in 1947, and the first Public Accounts Committee was constituted in April 1950. I am just taking up the comment asked by Amit Yadav. Amit has asked me, ma'am, how can governor reject the request for session? I mean, he has to act on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Yes, governor had rejected, but now this has been approved. Yes, you are correct. Governor has to act on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. Government does not have a discretionary power to reject a session. If the ministers, the Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister in a state, ask the governor for permission or summoning a session of the house, the governor has to comply with it. So now the house, today in Kerala, the special session has been convened, but earlier the governor had rejected, and that was the allegation that came up also. Governor doesn't have the discretion to reject the request. So yes, you are right. Okay, now coming back to our topic. The parliamentary committees, they draw the authority from Article 105. So, authority from Article 105, which deals with the privileges of the parliament members. Article 105 of the Constitution it deals with the privileges given to the parliament members, and Article 118, it deals with the parliament's authority to make rules for regulating its procedure and conduct of business. So, parliament has the authority to make rules for regulating the procedure of the parliament and also for conducting the business, parliament business. So, these are the two articles from the Constitution which gives authority for the formation of parliamentary committees. One is the privileges enjoyed by the parliament members under Article 105. Second one is Article 118, which gives the authority to the parliament. Constitution provides the authority to the parliament to make rules regarding their conduct of business. Parliament itself can decide how the businesses should be carried out in the parliament, and accordingly the parliamentary committees have been formed, and there are generally, or we can say broadly, there are two kinds of parliamentary committees. One is the standing committee and second one is the ad hoc committee. So standing committee means those committees that have a permanent nature. Permanent nature. Ad hoc committees are those committees which are created for a specific purpose. For example, for discussing a particular bill or considering a particular bill, etc. Standing committees means these are permanent committees. These committees, they are created forever. Whereas ad hoc committees for specific purpose, and they will lose its relevance once the purpose is done. They will cease to exist. Ad hoc committees will cease to exist once their purpose is met. Let's see in detail. Let's first come to standing committees of the parliament. So, what are the standing committees? There are actually 6 standing committees. Very, very important. UPSC has asked questions many times in relation to standing committees. First thing, standing committees are permanent and are constituted from time to time in pursuance of the provisions of Act of Parliament or the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the Lok Sabha. First point, standing committees are permanent in nature. They do not get diluted or they do not cease to exist. They are always there. They are permanent. So they have a permanent nature. Sorry. And the standing committees are constituted from time to time. That is, the members of the committees keeps changing. So the constitution of the standing committees takes place from time to time in pursuance to the provisions of the Act of Parliament or according to the rules of procedure and conduct of business in Lok Sabha. So the standing committees, how does it change, or the constitution of the standing committees of the parliament, how does it change? It is according to the provisions mentioned in the law passed by the parliament. So either the parliament will have to pass a law or an act. Law is an act. So act regarding the constitution of the permanent committees or the standing committees from time to time, or it can be according to the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. And these committees are of continuous nature, like in case of Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. It does not dissolve. So likewise, standing committees also does not dissolve, but the members may change from time to time. So it's a continuous body, or it's a continuous committee. It's permanent in nature. It does not dilute, or it does not dissolve. The parliament scrutinizes the legislative bills in two ways. One is scrutinizing the legislative bills means legislative bills are the proposals or the bills, draft bills that are presented in the parliament. So scrutiny means they have to check. So scrutinizing the legislative bills. So parliament basically scrutinizes the legislative bills in two ways, and one is by discussing it on the floor of the house, floor of two houses. So one way is to discuss the bill on the floor of the houses. Like you must have seen in Rajya Sabha TV, Lok Sabha TV, etc. When a minister or any member of the parliament introduces a bill, the bill is discussed in the house of the parliament. It can be in Lok Sabha, it can be in Rajya Sabha, but it will be discussed in both the houses actually. So it can be first in any of these houses, or referring it to a parliamentary committee. So these are the two things that can be done on a bill. So first thing, when a bill is introduced in the parliament, there are two options. One, the member who introduces the bill, it can be either a minister, then it becomes a government bill. If the bill is introduced by a minister, it is a government bill. It can be by any other member, then it is a private bill. If it is not introduced by a minister, it is a private bill. So whoever sorry so whoever is introducing the bill, one option is that the bill can be discussed in the house itself. Second option is that for further scrutiny or for detailed scrutiny of the bill, it can be sent to a parliamentary committee. These are the two options available before the house. Either the house itself will discuss it, the members itself will discuss it in the house, or it can be sent to a committee. And there are 6 types of standing committees. Let's see one by one. Before that, just taking up the comments. Amit Yadav has few queries. I'll just answer them. Same had happened in Rajasthan. Yes, similar thing happened in Rajasthan also. Ma'am, recently Kerala governor rejected, but it is against the constitution, article 164 and 174. Yes, recently Kerala governor has rejected, but now he accepted because there was pressure from the government. So now accepted, and now the session is going on. Amit Yadav has asked me, are you from Kerala? Yes, I am from Kerala. Yes, I am. I'm from Trivandrum. And yeah. So, governor can delay it for governor can delay it for a period of 21 days. Amit Yadav, ma'am is not well. Yeah, I have a throat infection. That is why. Thank you so much for asking. It's not the problem with water. When I have continuous sessions, like I have one at 8, then 9, then I have next session at 10 o'clock. So, when I have this continuous sessions, the same thing happens with me. Cannot do anything, but like I'm very passionate about teaching, and I cannot help out. Thank you so much for asking anyways. So let's discuss each and every parliamentary standing committees in detail. So we have financial committees. So financial committees, one is Public Accounts Committee. Public Accounts Committee examines the annual reports of the government and scrutinizes the report of the CAG. So annual reports of the government, the reports of the CAG, etc. laid in the parliament by the president. So the report of the CAG presents the report to the president of India, and the president will lay this report before the houses of the parliament. So Public Accounts Committee, one of the most important committee is to examine the annual reports of the government and also to scrutinize the report of the CAG. Second, we have the Estimates Committee. Estimates Committee examines the estimates of the expenditure proposed by the government in the budget and suggests economies in public expenditure. So, Estimate Committee. So, what is the purpose of Estimate Committee? This committee examines the estimates of the expenditure proposed by the government. So, it will look into the proposed expenditure of the government in the budget. So, every year, budget is the annual financial statement of the government. So, budget has two heads. One is the receipts. Actually, this is in general, broadly I am speaking, budget, there are many documents in the budget which we will discuss in detail when we are discussing about budget. But in budget there will be receipts and also expenditure, proposed expenditure and proposed receipts for the upcoming financial year. So, in this proposed expenditure, the purpose of Estimates Committee. The Estimates Committee's purpose is to look into the estimates of expenditure which is proposed by the government in the budget and also suggest economies in public expenditure. So, suggestions regarding public expenditure will be given and also the scrutiny of the expenditure proposals made by the government in the budget. This is the purpose of the Estimates Committee. Third, we have Committee on Public Undertakings. So, this committee will look into the public undertakings. It will examine the reports and the accounts of the public undertaking. Public undertaking means PSUs, public sector undertakings. So, PSUs, that is the government run companies, the government run organizations, etc. Next is Department Standing Committees. So there are total of 24 department related standing committees and 8 of them works under the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. So out of 24, 8 works under the Rajya Sabha and 16 works under the Lok Sabha. So this is regarding the department standing committees. Then we have committees to enquire. So committees to enquire, one is committee on petitions. So committee on petitions, petition on a bill or if there is any matter of general public importance. So this will be taken up by committee on petitions. So petition on a bill means if there is any petition given on a bill. If, for example, if some of the members have some difficulties or they feel that certain things should be questioned with regard to a bill, then petition can be given and petition can be given and this petition will be taken up by the committee on petitions. And if there is any need for any matter that has to be discussed because it is of urgent importance to the public, general public importance, then it will be taken up by committee on petitions. Next is committee of privilege. If any member of the house breaches the code of conduct or code of the privileges, the committee acts upon it and proposes suitable action. So if see, every member of the parliament is given certain parliamentary privileges. So there I am not going into the detail because this is just a YouTube session, so I cannot be very much elaborate with regard to this. I'll take up all these things elaborately in the Plus platform for the special classes. So committee on privileges, this is basically to deal with the breach of privilege by any member. Breach of privilege by any member. So the very purpose of this committee is to see whether any member is breaching the privileges given to them, and in that case suitable action can be taken. Next is the ethics committee. If any member of the house misconducts and shows indiscipline, this committee acts upon and decides suitable action. So if there is any misconduct or misbehavior or indiscipline from any member of the house, then the ethics committee shall be responsible. These are all very, very important for prelims as well as for mains. Why? Because especially in mains examination, there can be questions related to checks and balances, or how the model behavior of the members can be regulated? What are the mechanisms in place that will ensure the good conduct of the members of the parliament? These things can be important. Okay. Now, committees to scrutinize and control. So, let's see what are the committees that are created for scrutinizing and controlling the actions of the members. Committee on Government Assurance, Committee on Subordinate Legislation, Committee on Papers Laid on the Table, Committee on the Welfare of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe, Committee on Empowerment of Women, Joint Committee on Offices of Profit. So these are some of the committees, not very important, but still they are important because in mains you can use these committees. Okay, so when you get such kind of questions, especially in paper 2, you can use all of these. Next is committees relating to the day-to-day business of the house. So committees which are in relation with the day-to-day conduct or the day-to-day business of the house. One is Business Advisory Committee. That is the committee responsible for making suggestions regarding the business that needs to be taken up in the house. Committee on Private Members' Bills and Resolutions. So, Private Members' Bill is a bill which is presented by any member other than a minister. There is a private member's bill. So, any member other than a minister, if introduces a bill, it's a private member bill. Next is a rules committee. Fourth is the committee on absence of members. Okay, so these are the committees related to day-to-day business of the house. Next is housekeeping committees. Joint committees on salaries and allowances of the members. General purposes committee, house committee, library committee. So these are the housekeeping committees. Now, as I said, ad hoc committees. Ad hoc committees are temporary in nature. So ad hoc committees, they are temporary in nature and they are created for a specific purpose. They are temporary in nature and they are created for a specific purpose, and once the specific purpose for which the committees are formed is met, when the purpose is met, these committees will be dissolved. So broadly there are two type of ad hoc committees: inquiry committees and also advisory committees. Inquiry committees, the committees proposed by either house can also be appointed by the speaker or chairman of the respective house. So either the members can give the proposal or the speaker or the chairman can appoint the inquiry committee. Advisory committees, select or joint committees, appointed for matters and reports on particular bills. So to give advice or to give recommendations or advice. To give the recommendations or advice on any particular bill or any selected bill. So that is the advisory committee. So just taking up the comments. Amit Yadav, ma'am is, Pathanamthitta, I had a very close friend. Yeah, Pathanamthitta, it's also in Kerala only. And Bhavik, Happy New Year ma'am. Bhagwan करे आप हमेशा खुश रहे. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bhavik. And I wish you also a very, very, very happy New Year. So wish you all a very, very happy New Year. All of you, wishing you a very happy New Year. I hope 2021 will be a very blessed year for you and you will be able to achieve all your dreams and aspirations in 2021, and you will remain happy, content and always cheerful. So thank you so much everyone for your wishes, and wish you all a very, very, very happy New Year. And don't forget to join for my live session on the special platform, on the Plus platform at 10 p.m. So there will be a live session at 10 p.m. Okay. I'll be discussing the last 1 year economic current affairs. So that will be a 1 hour session, which will be elaborate session, so that we can you actually discuss on each and every point. Okay. And once again, regarding the biggest offer of 2020, so we have introduced this combo offer. Either you can go for UPSC CSE GS plus subscription and the optional, which will come at 70,153. Earlier the price was 77,000. The second combo is GS iconic subscription plus the optionals. The price is 88,705. Earlier it was 97,000. You can also use my code, which is Joicy10. This is my referral code. You can use my referral code and you will get an extra 10% discount on the subscriptions that you make. So once again, wishing you a very, very happy new year. Okay, just taking up the comment. Ma'am, don't you think our forefathers who devised constitution should have made an act that every MP and MLA must possess higher education? Basically the thing is, during that time when the constitution was made, the literacy rate in India was very less. Secondly, more than education, what it matters or what really counts is the representation of the people, the choice of the people. Whom does the people like to represent them? That is the most important thing. So these are the two things. For to elect MPs and MLAs, exam will be conducted just like UPSC conducts, that they have mentioned. Would have been developed. Yeah, actually criminalization of politics, or the number of criminals or with members with criminal background is increasing, and that is something that we should definitely do something about. But educational qualification, we cannot be very definite with it, because more than educational qualification, what it matters is whether the person is eligible to represent the people, and that has to be decided by the people, and that is the biggest exam that they face. The elections are the biggest exams that they face. So we cannot say that there should be an exam like UPSC. Bureaucracy is different, and also legislature is different. So that is the difference. So bureaucracy is different and legislature is different. Let's hope for a better tomorrow. Let's believe that our country will progress more. So wishing you all a very, very happy new year. I'm concluding the Polity of the Day session here, but I'll definitely meet you at 10 o'clock on the Plus platform with the series on economic current affairs. So God bless you all. Samin Rathod, happy new year ma'am. God bless you. Stay blessed, stay blessed. Thank you so much, Samin. Thank you everyone. So all of you stay blessed. Keep me in your prayers, and you are always there in my prayers as well. So do take care. God bless you all. Stay blessed. See you in the next year. No, I'll see you at 10 and then in the next year. Bye-bye.